Hey y'all, I'm CB, the No BS welder, and welcome to NBS Welding. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here, and I've been thinking about a little issue that I've had going on for quite some time. It's this porch furniture that my wife bought about 20 years ago. This is made of aluminum, and it has stone sections that set in the table. And the table got so weak about 10 years ago. I replaced these legs, and the legs that are on here are actually rails off a ladder rack that my buddy had and took off of his truck when he was getting rid of a truck. And I made new posts and welded on the frame and replaced the legs on this table. Another thing that we've kind of had issues with is you sit on these elastic bands, you put a cushion on these elastic bands, and they hurt my back, especially when it gets really hot in the summer and they get real stretchy. Oh yeah, and one of the aluminum chairs broke. That's been a year or two ago. I haven't painted that yet. I kind of forgot about it. But I TIG welded that leg back on there. This furniture, like I said, we've had it for decades. It's a real thin aluminum product, and I've worked on it and kept it going. But one of the things I did, I threw a piece of scrap aluminum up on one of these chairs. We've done that and realized that it'd be kind of nice if you had the option of making it solid, because with a solid thing and the knot given with a cushion on it, to me it's more comfortable. So I've taken this piece of construction paper and I've bent out what I think would be a metal cover that you could put over there if you didn't want to use the elastic to set your seat cushion on. And then I've put that pattern on top of a piece of 16 gauge galvanized steel. And I used a center punch to mark all the corners and important things that I needed. And then I drew lines and burned it out with a plasma cutter. And then that process to some extent was duplicated, because once I cut one of them out, I marked out another one and cut out another one. And bear with me here a second. I got to do this t-shirt advertisement. I would like to ask for any of you that would be interested in buying a t-shirt to help support the NBS Welding YouTube channel. We sell these t-shirts for $25 plus shipping. And if you email Tina, you can get her at nbswelding@aol.com, and she'll get with you on getting you a t-shirt. There's also in the description of all the new videos, there's links to our Amazon storefront. Now, anytime you go to Amazon, use our storefront link, and that'll help the channel. And you can also use our ARCCAPTAIN link when you buy ARCCAPTAIN products, and that'll help the channel. So here I'm bending out these plates with my brake, and I'm just ripping through this really fast, but I'll show you a little bit slower here in a minute what's actually happened. I figured I'd put up a 30-second video of the full process, and then I'll break it down. Okay, we're zoomed in a little better, and the way this is going to start out with the brake, I'm going to latch that in. I'm going to bend. I think that's 135 degrees. It's actually an overbend. And then I'm laying that up on top of the brake and smashing it flat. That's what I call a hem. When you hem this thin material, you end up with a fold that makes a very stiff edge, and it's not sharp. So that's two good things that you're doing when you do a hem like this. You're basically doubling the thickness of it. And since you're folding it all the way over, like I'm doing, when you touch it on the edge, you're not touching the edge of a piece of 16 gauge steel. You're touching a really nice rounded area where it's been folded over. So on all of them, you do your hems first. I've done all the hems, and I normally would do all the hems on both of them. Then I'd do a 90-degree bend on a one side, the one long side, and then I'd do a 90-degree bend on the other side. And then we got to take a couple fingers out of the finger brake. So I got my gun and my Allen wrench adapter on it, and I'll pull out 2 fingers to allow for the 2 legs that are already bent up. And then I'm going to lock down this third side that needs bent, and we put a 90-degree bend in that. And that makes up what we're making here. So the next part of this that you do is you go out on the porch and you take your section that you made and you set it on the chair, and you just feel real happy because it fits. And then I'm going to put the cushion on there. And I got me a Limoncello sparkly water. And now the only thing left to do is to kick back and watch the neighbor boys ride their dirt bike.